Hello everyone, this is Garrett and we're playing more Titan Quest because I feel like it. Shrine of Healing, that was pointless. So, we left in the Temple of Ptah, and we found a quest giver. But first of all, we're going up here because I'm wondering what's over here, and there's nothing over here. So I'm just gonna talk to that quest giver to start off our newest video excitingly.
Hail, good hero! Imhotep asked us to watch for you. Just yesterday, this temple stood whole and complete. And now, look, it has been ransacked by a Telkin. We did all we could to stop him, but we were powerless against the ancient sorcerer. I do not know what he wanted. There are many mysteries which the Order of Prometheus guards, mysteries from before the war of the gods and titans. Imhotep fled when the Telkin came, escaping with some of the temple's most sacred texts. He left me with a message for you. He has gone to Memphis and waits for you there. Follow the Nile and you will come to the great city.
Okay, well, let's go to Memphis and find this great city that previous person that we talked to was talking about, and we shall find the Thief-Ace who will be happy to help us in our tedious quest of going to places and killing everything we see, like this desert witch, who was definitely in our way and was being very rude. And apparently the Telkin destroyed this one building, which is also kind of rude if you ask me. It was kind of a nice looking building, and it would probably look even nicer if there was no fire all over it. So, yeah, Mr. Telkin must die because he sets pretty things on fire, and fire is generally bad, and that's why we're killing Jacqueline. Sure, they may not be directly part of the Telkin's evil scheme, but still, he is still partly responsible for everything that's happened around here, so I believe that it is time someone teaches his evildoers, or people who are kind of evil, or people that are in the way of evilness that needs to be vanquished, a lesson. Yes, that's why we're going to the mysterious tomb over there. I shot like 5 things there. That's pretty awesome. I love this character so much. He can shoot arrows, and only took 20 levels before he could shoot several arrows. Total amazingness indeed. I'll probably level up volley again soon because I feel like shooting more arrows. Even more! I am not satisfied with my arrow output. I want more. I always want more arrows. Because what would we do with a lesser amount of arrows? Well, we would spend more time killing things, and that would be bad. Bad. So that's why we're going to kill all the desiccated dead. If desiccated is a word, maybe it's desiccated. If we're using a certain pronunciation of 2 C's in a row. But we are probably just going to go with desiccated. Because else some people are probably going to hurt me. Because they are mean to me when I'm abusing their languages. But yes, just gonna kill these dead people over here. They seem pretty, well, annoyed, but that's probably because yeah. If I remember correctly, the obelisk actually spawns these little green skeleton thingies. And if you destroy the obelisk, these skeletons will disappear as well, but there's just a little bit too much stuff around it right now, in my humble opinion, so that's why I'm just gonna get rid of everything else first. And then just take it out from a distance. Because that's what I do. That's how I roll. Die, thingy. Yeah, excitingness. Woo. So yes, we have beaten the evil obelisk. Obelisk, the evil tormenting being of death, or just kind of a statue that summons small skeleton thingies. But still, it was kind of deadly, and potentially even deathly. If you want to use the word deathly, which I don't, because I think it's a silly word and it shouldn't be used ever. Even in the correct context, you should just use a different word, because the word deathly looks silly and it sounds silly, and I have a personal vendetta against it. And I don't know if I'm supposed to go inside this mysterious tomb for any reason, other than it's a tomb and there might be stuff, and I like stuff, and stuff is good, so I'm just gonna go in for stuff, I think. I'm gonna go in for stuff. Who knows what kind of mystical stuff is inside this tomb? There's another dark obelisk. Okay. Killing things out of the range of the obelisk. Oh, look, there's another one. Fantastic! I always love it when... Wow, these really look like skeletons from Diablo 2. But that's a different story. We are playing Titan Quest, which is nothing like Diablo 2. It's a completely different game. The stories do not match up at all, and it is amazing and happy times. So yes. Oh, I shall then have to use a potion at this rate. I am frightened. I shall use that potion. And that one. And... ha! Yeah, that'll teach him. That'll teach him to tell me to use potions. And then I'll do it and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, these guys died instantly the moment the Owless was dead, which is nice, and I'm just gonna quickly explore this little area over here because it looks dandy, and I do like a nice dandy area every once in a while. Ah, silly birds. Why would you get in my way when you know I can all kill you all in one hit? And sometimes too, if you're that strong. If the strength is flowing through your veins. Or your veins. That will probably work as well. Dum 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 dum. This place does not... Ooh, a durable crest. This will save my life someday. I can't use it. Okay, this won't save my life ever. But there's a giant rock, and that makes me very happy. I love giant rocks. I'm not even gonna make that pun. But still, they are giant rocks, and they will surely help in my vanquishing of the evilness, unless the evil rocks are evil. Upon which I should break them, but I can't target them. So therefore, the evil rocks of evil shall never be destroyed, and will forever haunt our dreams. Yes, so that would be kind of bad if they were all evil and stuff. That would be kind of bad indeed, because then we would have a rock problem. And surely we would end up at rock bottom if that were to happen. Ha 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 ha. So, yeah, let's make sure the rocks aren't evil so I don't have to keep making puns with the word rock in it, because that would be tedious. So, yes, we are killing undead. That is exactly what we're doing. We're kiting undead. That's kind of the same thing, only we're walking a lot more. You are using ice attacks, that's annoying. Ice attacks make me mad because they make me slow, and slow is bad, so therefore we shall not be slow. Because bad things are bad, and therefore we must endure the non-badness that is baddening. So, yes, I'll just switch the subject quickly so it doesn't sound like I'm rambling like an idiot. Oh, look at that soldier. He was carrying armor. That makes me very happy. I wonder what kind of nice armor it was. It was a rusty thing. That's not good. He can keep his armor, even though he's kind of dead and stuff. But at least he was nice enough to give me some experience, so therefore I won't have to kill quite as much enemies to get to the max level, which I will probably never get to, but anyway, that's not very important right now. Because we're just gonna kill these evil skeletons that are in my way right now, and that makes me very sad, because I don't like killing skeletons all that much, because they seem like such nice people if you get to know them. But if you get to know skeletons, they might just end out to be a total mean, skeleton meaniness, and therefore I shall try not to get to know them because they're shooting at me right now, and that makes me very sad, and I don't like being very sad. So therefore I'm just gonna kill these skeletons because they're shooting at me. Ramble, 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 said the ancient rambling counterclock. This place is kind of big. It's kind of... How did I open my inventory just now? I'm pretty sure my hand was closer to the left shift button than it was to the I, but there you go. Maybe I accidentally clicked on a button that causes the amazing inventory screen to open magically, as if by magic. Yes. And I'm kind of curious if I have to go in this direction or that direction, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. And if I have to go in this direction, then I'll just end up going back, because I kind of want to know what's in that other tomb. Because I like knowing what's in places like tombs and stuff, because tombs make me happy, and exploration makes me even happier, and knowing that I've explored most places except for that labyrinth in Act 1 makes me even happier. So, therefore, I'm just gonna kill things. Because they are slowly but surely starting to do actual damage, and I'm quite pleased with that, because otherwise the entire adventure would basically just be a bully killing people that are weaker than him, and... You know, to be frank, that's kind of what I'm doing right now, but yeah. At least I'm killing things that are slightly less weaker than the weaker things we fought earlier that were even weaker than these things. So, in the end, we're not that big bullies anymore, or at least we're growing from bully level to actual adventure level. Adventure level, even. Not adventure level, that would be kind of odd. That would imply that I am the adventure itself, and that would be kind of a silly thing. But then again, it would also be kind of impressive if I get to be an adventure by myself, because... C is inventory? How is... Oh, I guess a stats screen. That kind of makes sense, I guess, but... yeah, that's kind of silly. I like that I'm this far into the game, and I now find out the hotkey is... whatever. But, yeah. Fire trap! Oh! And even more undead evil thingies! Why must they be so evil? I don't like evil. That's why I'm vanquishing thingies. Vanquish. I'm not sure why they turn red for a moment and then disappear when you kill zombies, but I guess that's how zombies work in this game. Royal Coffer! That's a bunch of stuff! It's all yellow! Fantastic! Just what I needed. Oh dear. Lesser health potion. Because it's just not good enough. Yeah. Ah! Clink. Yeah, definitely should increase the amount of points I have in volley right now, because that seems to be quite nifty indeed. And I do like nifty things, but how close was I to the Lich King? 3 more points? I guess 2 more levels, I guess I'll put 1 point in Lich King and then just put the rest in volley. Because, I only need the Lich King for the final boss, really. And to be, a diversion for a different boss, actually, that would be kind of... If that could work, that would be kind of nifty, but if not, then I'll just be careful. But we'll see how that goes once we get there, shan't we? Shan't we? I wonder if there's anyone out there that has used the word shan't in this day and age without taking the piss out of it, basically, because it just sounds so strange. Shan't. I once knew a guy that didn't think shan't was an actual word, which I guess explains why it's not used all that much. Maybe people just don't think it's an actual word. Well, to be frank, it isn't. It's just kind of a silly shortening abbreviation. Well, I guess that it's kind of a word because it just attaches 2 words together and that makes it a whole new word. But still, it's a silly thing and you shouldn't say it because else these bone scarabs will get mad at you, and we do not want bone scarabs to get mad at me, and my energy is running really low right now. I wonder what happens when I run out of energy completely. I'll just shoot normal arrows. Fantastic. Look at the difference between... Okay, yeah, normal arrows are ridiculously slow. I'm just gonna use an energy potion because else we'll still be here by the end of next week. Which, frankly, we probably will be because this game is kind of large, but still, that is a different story, and at least it's for a different reason. It's for a better reason to still be here by that time. Otherwise, we'd still be slightly less progressed in the game compared to where we are now. Yeah. So, har-dee-dar-dee-dar and stuff. There's nothing of interest in there, so it looks like we have adventured our way through this ancient old kingdom ruinic tomb of mystery and are now clearly ready to continue our epic journey through the lands of Egypt. So it does look like this was just a little side tomb that happened to be in the area, so we might as well go back again to the land of non-side tombingness, although to be frank, the other side tomb was right there, and that was an arcane formula. I wonder what it is. Song of the Serpent, can I use that? Poison damage, armor, poison poison. It's all just so crap. I want something good. I want a good arcade formula. I know they're out there. I've had some of them once. Although I guess I've never actually played a ranged character before, to my knowledge. At least as far as I can remember, at least. So, Maybe I'm just remembering things wrongly, or maybe I'm just overestimating the usage of these arcane formulas, but I guess we'll see later in the game. I guess later in the game, well, right now I'm finding lesser arcane formulas, I believe, if I can just quickly check that out. Yeah, lesser artifact, as it says under the name of the thing. And later on you'll find normal artifact and I think greater artifacts or something, which actually carry some more useful things inside them. So, ooh, thorns. How very useless. But yeah, at least at some point in the future they will become more useful. But right now it's some pretty minor things. Well, at least the things we're finding right now. I'm pretty sure there was one that was actually quite useful at this point in the game. But yeah, that clearly has not dropped yet. You're dropping a lot of rings. Rings. That certainly has a nice ring to it. Ha 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 ha. I don't know why I'm making so many puns today and why it has to be so terrible. But I guess if it wasn't terrible, then it wouldn't be a very good pun when you think about it. That's the essence of the punness-ness. If it's not terrible, then it's crap. Which is kind of odd when you think about it. But that's just how the cookie crumbles. And that's why we're going into this other tomb, because we haven't seen Old Kingdom ruins just quite enough just yet. And of course there's some crypt worms. Can't have a crypt without crypt worms after all. In fact, it's part of the insurance rate as well. If you die and you get put in a crypt, then you can pay extra to get some crypt worms in there. Don't know why you would want that, but, you know, rich people. They're strange. Very, very strange. So that's why we shall not judge them for that reason. So, apparently I can't hold anymore, but that is just a flat-out lie. Because I can totally hold that buckler. But if I find any other item in this tomb, then it looks like I'm gonna have to sell up. And that would be so saddening, because that would mean I actually have to edit this video, and editing always makes me so sad because I'm a lazy bastard. Ica! Fantastic, I love vile Ica. Let's put it in with the rest of our vile Ica. That will make everyone happier. Does this thing need vile Ica? Of course it doesn't. Why would it? Ugh. But yeah. Ah! Evil, scary ghost thingies! They kind of die rather quickly. Okay. Maybe they're not that evil, scary ghost thingies, but they looked scarier than the other thingies we've seen so far, so that's like... I'm gonna kill that fire trap. It's making me mad. And we don't want to be mad by a fire trap. Essence of the Golden Fleece. Fantastic. I love golden fleeces. Is that the one that makes me run faster, or is that the one that does nothing? It is the one that does nothing. Fantastic. I love nothing. That sounds kind of depressing. I love things. That makes me feel a lot better. Yes. They are dying around. Oh, fine. I'm just gonna sell up so I can carry this amazingly amazing rigid buckler with me. So we shall see you in a moment. Fantastic. So now we got the rigid buckler. Clearly we can go on with our amazing adventure of fantastic funniness, of fun and exciting gold pickings, and I'm not a grave robber at all. That's just an archaeologist job. I'm an archaeologist now, by the way. Not just any adventure. Oh no, I'm an archaeologist. Why? Because that makes me feel better about myself. Haha. Oh no, Embalm's dead. Why would an Embalm's dead what's that? That guy was on fire. Okay. Be more careful, because sometimes skeletons can suddenly catch fire and come back to life again. Now we know. It is an important life lesson for everyone. Yes. And sometimes coffins explode when you open them. That's also a very important life lesson. So don't become a grave robber, because sometimes the graves may explode, and oh my god, dogs. Why must dogs always be against me? Have I ever heard... Well, have I ever heard dogs would be kind of a silly question, considering that the games I play. For some reason, they hate dogs and want dogs to die, but have I ever hurt dogs in real life? No, so yeah. At least I think I haven't. Guess I may have hurt that one dog's teeth when he bit me, but still, that was a different story. And that was back from the days of when I was still a young puppy. Back in the root of evil and cake. Which are essentially the same thing, but still. Why must these skeletons try to hurt me? Why must they always try when they knew they will fail horribly when they try to do these things? Do they not have brain? No, they do not. Okay, that would be the reason why they keep doing this. They have no brains! They're just mindless fighters trying to stop everyone from stealing their ancient treasure. But they should know that's my job, and it would be rude to go against my job description, so therefore I shall not. We mustn't be rude to our employers, after all, which are Merchant Man 72 and Jim. Yeah. So if we want to be rude to Jim, we should just not. We should just go home and wait. And that's all. We just record me standing still for 3 hours. Or we could kill everything. But you know, that's just it's either one or the other. I'm afraid we can't have both. That would just be silly. And we don't want to be silly, oh no. We want to open royal coffers and pick up grim ring maces and bucklers of life. As opposed to that buckler of death that instantly kills you when you try to defend yourself from You came out of the floor. Yet somehow not damage the floor. That's actually quite impressive. How do you do these things? I must know. I wonder now. How do you not break the floor when you... Okay, this frame rate is getting kind of silly, but still. It seems to be stable again. And now it seems to be unstable again. And now it seems to be even less stable. So I shall be back one moment because this is becoming silly. Okie dokie, change some stuff, change some things, and let's hope that will change everything. Because else I'm gonna be all grumpy. And we don't want a grumpy me. That would be sad, and I don't like being sad at all. Sadness makes me sad. And stuff. So, yes. I think I'm just gonna continue until the next fountain, and then I'm going to take a small break as well, because I just saw the time, and it turns out I don't have quite as much time as I thought I did when I started recording, so yes. Just gonna kill some things and stuff. Just gonna make some slight progression into this game on this lovely Wednesday afternoon. Who doesn't love recording on a nice Wednesday afternoon? Rude people, that's who. So yeah, don't be rude and record things on Wednesday afternoon and put them on the internet and then play Barbie games and make people think it's normal. So yeah. Jackman. More Jackman. More Jackman. And Shrine of Experience? Yes, finally! It's finally a Shrine of Experience instead of something else that kind of has the same icon on the map. Yay! You have no idea how happy this makes me. There's a Diggy's hardest. I wonder if I can make a level up before the end of this video. That would be nice. I would indeed enjoy that quite a lot. There appears to be a person over here. It appears to be a quest person. I will talk to him once my Shrine of Experience has run out, because those are valuable things indeed, and you do not want to lose them too much. There are no enemies here. That's fantastic. Oh, there we go. I was starting to get a little worried, but there was no need to fret because they were right there after all. Because there are also rude people, and we don't like rude people. That's exactly what we're doing in this game. We're killing off rude people from being rude. And we mustn't have rude people being rude, and now that we have no more experience shrine, I shall just casually stroll back all the way to that guy who's happily standing right there on his own, minding his own business, behind those jackmen that are now dead, and with a giant exclamation mark floating above his head. Yes.
That was a bit close. Thanks for getting me out of that scrape.
Clearly, I could not have done that before. Ooh, Necklace of Spirit. Well, that's certainly the most useful thing in the... No, it isn't. But oh well, it would have been nice if it was. But more importantly, 7,500 experience, so there's a slightly larger chance that we shall make it to the next level up before the end of this video, which I definitely approve of. I like leveling things. Even buildings sometimes, but only when it's a virtual building and it needs to be leveled at a particular moment in time, because when you level a building in real life, people tend to frown upon it. So don't level buildings in real life unless that's your job description. Upon which you should probably still ask them if it's okay, because sometimes they may not entirely agree when you suddenly level someone's building. So yes, ask for nice permission and everything will be okay. Also, the fountain is over there, but more importantly, there appears to be one of more exciting mysterious tombs over there. So who knows what kind of mysterious mysteries lurk around in those ancient tombs of mysterious mystery. Yes, we will find out, because I kind of want to level up, and leveling up makes me happy, as I mentioned 17 seconds ago. Should I not mention it again and again and again and again, because that would be kind of redundant now, wouldn't it? And we wouldn't want redundancy in this run of non-redundancy-ness. Oh no. Although it looks like that tomb is slightly further up and I cannot go there. Now I want to level up. I could continue, but I don't really have the time to go all the way until the next fountain. I'm just gonna kill these quest guys over here, or at least guys in odd aura around them. It was not a quest guy after all. Okay, I'm just gonna save the game then, and I will see you guys next time. Same time, same fountain, but probably a different time of day, because that's how this game works. So I shall see you next time. Bye-bye.